Well, let's see who's out there on the old interwebs and on the old web streams here from the First Alert Weather Center. I'm Chief Meteorologist Steve Bailon. Thanks for tuning in to see what's going on with our weather. Today is a First Alert Weather Day. We've got plenty to talk about as we have a storm system that's heading in our direction. It's pushing not even really a cold front, but really a disturbance. It's a little wave of low pressure that's going to help produce some rain and perhaps some thunderstorms today. And some of these might be on the strong side. This is not, let me just be frank with you, this is not going to be a situation where we're expecting widespread severe weather. It's not one of those kind of first alert weather days. It's more about the timing of the thunderstorms that are going to be coming in later today and how they could be impacting a lot of folks in northeast Wisconsin. So let's talk about our next weather maker. We are going to have possibly some disruptive thunderstorms arriving in northeast Wisconsin. They'll be coming in during the afternoon and early evening, and they may interrupt after-school activities and cause some problems for some families. So let's go to the maps. We encourage that everybody and their family have a first alert plan on days like this. When thunderstorms are in the forecast, it's important to know where to go. That way we're staying safe. We're not caught out in the elements, especially kids who may not know any better. It's always good to have your phone charged on days like today. Elementary school kids may or may not have a phone with them, but high school kids probably do. And if there's any bad weather and after-school activities, it would be nice to be able to get in contact with them in case you have to pull a plan B because the thunderstorms are impacting your neighborhood or community. And it's also good to have a way to get alerts. Again, we're not expecting widespread severe weather today, but if there are any warnings, which is possible, it would be nice to get those delivered right to your device. And really, I think the best way to do that is to download our free WBAY First Alert Weather app. Now, if you're watching this on your phone, obviously you'll have a hard time scanning your own QR code. But if you're watching this on Roku or if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, if you take your phone and you hold it up and scan that QR code, you can get the app just downloaded for free right to your device. And the nice thing is that not only do those alerts come to your phone, but we send out multiple updates, video updates during the day. In fact, when I'm done with this live stream, I'm going to push one out to you that I just recorded. And I'm basing it off of the very latest information that I've got in here. So when I get the latest information here, I send it out to you first on the app. You actually get the latest information on the app before it shows up on TV. Yeah, so you're actually getting a beat on everybody else. And we're tracking the storms. We are also updating our hour-by-hour forecast. And of course, you can see First Alert Viper Max and track storms with us. So again, WBAY First Alert Weather, the app is nice. All right, so here's First Alert Viper Max. We've got rain in central Wisconsin. Nothing you see on the map is severe. It's just some steady, moderate rain, no lightning. All the lightning activity pretty much fizzled out in the pre-dawn hours. So this is just a wave of wet weather pushing through central Wisconsin. The leading edge of the rain, Bowler, down towards Wapaka County and over towards the Red Granite area, Wild Rose, and down towards Marquette and Green Lake counties. And a little bit farther south off the map in Dodge County, there's a little shower that popped up. It's a heavier small shower. It's kind of heading towards Fond du Lac County, towards Oakfield. So you folks down there in Fond du Lac County, don't be surprised if you see a quick, brief, heavy shower. But most of the rain is in central Wisconsin. It's sliding to the north and east. And I think up through about the next hour, a lot of it's going to stay generally to the north and west of the Fox cities. But after that, well, all bets are off. Rainfall so far. Stevens Point, a little over a quarter of an inch, over a tenth of an inch of rain in Wausau. Those rainfall totals will rise as the rain slides across the area, and we have the chance of some thunderstorms this afternoon. Now, from about Menominee County and south into the Fox Valley, that area of brighter green, that is a level 1 risk of severe weather on the 1 to 5 scale from the Storm Prediction Center. So what does that mean? That means that there is a marginal risk of severe weather today. Again, this is not a first alert weather day because of widespread severe weather. This is a first alert weather day because of thunderstorms and the timing and the impact on people's lives. That's why it's a first alert weather day. So in this level 1 risk of severe weather, isolated severe thunderstorms are possible. And the big thing is that we could have some winds gusting anywhere from 40 to 60 miles an hour. We could have some 1-inch diameter hail. Flooding is not likely. I'm not too worried about flash flooding. However, there will be some possible downpours, and you could get a little bit of ponding of water on some of the roadways, especially in low-lying spots. So the forecast for today, showers possible this morning. A little bit of sun might flicker in and out of the clouds through the afternoon, but really it's in the latter half of the afternoon, early evening, we have a chance of those scattered heavy thunderstorms. It's not going to be as sunny as yesterday, but it will be about as mild with a high of 68 degrees in Green Bay. Right now we're at 54. You can see the clouds have moved in. There's a light south wind at 3 miles an hour. And now we'll go into the future with first alert pinpoint predictor. Here we are at 9 o'clock. That's pretty good. Now, Pinpoint Predictor generated this hours ago, after midnight. And so what you saw in Viper Max and what our computer thought the rain would look like, that's not bad. Viper Max kind of has it more north-south oriented, and Pinpoint Predictor has it kind of more tilted or bending it into northeast Wisconsin. But I think you get the general gist. These showers will be tracking north and east. And then it's on the southern flank of this first wave of rain. We'll have additional showers and thunderstorms developing. Now, if Predictor is right, with limited sunshine across central Wisconsin, right towards Wautoma, pushing to the Fox Cities. This is 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon. That's where these stronger thunderstorms are possible. And that's where we could have some downpours. We could have, of course, lightning, maybe a little bit of some hail, maybe some gusty winds. We'll see how powerful these storms are. I suspect they'll be strong. Maybe they prompt a warning or two from the Weather Service. That's kind of the unknown. We're not quite sure if that's going to happen, but I do think that really it's the timing of these thunderstorms. Our kids are coming out of school this afternoon. There's after-school activities like softball and soccer and track and field. And, you know, as we go into the evening drive time home, 5, 6 p.m., there's going to be perhaps some downpours that you have to navigate if you're driving. And the windshield wipers will be going pretty fast and furious. If Predictor is right, and it's not a perfect computer model, it's flawed like any computer model that we show you, but it seems to think that there's a higher probability of thunderstorms closer to the lake shores we get towards 6 o'clock this evening, especially up and down the I-43 corridor. While central Wisconsin still could have some rain, but in general, the showers and storms will be fizzling out as we head towards this evening as the front moves across the area and the atmosphere stabilizes a bit overnight as we lose our daytime heating. So rainfall totals, honestly, this is just a crapshoot. I mean, look at it. You get like 0.2 of an inch of rain for Sturgeon Bay and over 1.25 inches in Manitowoc. And I really think the thing to take away here is to not look at those exact rainfall totals as gospel. Look at it as a story of haphazard rainfall totals. Some folks will get a little. Some folks will get a lot. It just all depends on where those exact thunderstorms decide to track. And where they do track, you might pick up 1 inch of rain. That's a possibility. But where they don't, rainfall totals will be a lot lower. So variable rainfall totals, but there is potential for some folks to get 1 inch from those bigger thunderstorms this afternoon. And with that rain and the thunderstorm activity, as we go towards tonight, the ground is probably going to be pretty moist, saturated. And then as we push some warmer air over top of this soggy ground, after midnight into early Friday morning, we're probably going to have some areas of fog. That seems most likely from the Fox Cities and northeast over towards the Bay and over towards Lake Michigan. Visibility could be sharply reduced. The fog might be locally thick, and we'll have to keep an eye on what's going on with our Friday's severe weather outlook. Right now it's in the low category. I feel okay about that. But if for some reason this fog becomes thicker than anticipated or more widespread than anticipated, it is not out of the question that Friday could become a first alert weather day for the morning drive. It's not right now. It really kind of depends on how much rain we get through tonight and how widespread that rain is. Because if we get more rain and it's heavier, I think that's more likely to produce thicker fog tomorrow morning. So we'll see. It's like, you know, the fog is really dependent on the showers and storms to some degree. I think regardless, there'll be some fog, but how thick, well, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we'll first alert you to any information that we get. Right now, temperatures are mostly in the 50s. We've hit 60 in Fond du Lac, but can you see where the rain, cool air is back to the northwest? Yeah, it's 46. In Antigo, 47 in Wausau. And I do suspect our temperatures will level off in the 60s. A high of 68 for Green Bay today. Heavy afternoon thunderstorms possible. They'll be scattered. Not everybody's going to get them, but the timing of it prompts the first alert weather day. Fog Friday morning, then some sunshine, and we warm up as we get a bit of a southeast to south wind. We'll get up to 78 on Friday, and look at the weekend, low 80s. I bet you somebody turns on their air conditioning this weekend. There might be a passing thunder shower Saturday evening, but I think most of the weekend is going to be dry and mostly sunny. And you can see how warm it's going to be. Now, Sunday's high 80, and don't forget, on Sunday in the morning, we've got the Cellcom Green Bay Marathon. It's probably going to be in the 60s and 70s, a little on the warm side. I think runners prefer a cooler forecast. This is the last one. Can you believe after 25 years they're going to not have this anymore? The last Cellcom Green Bay Marathon, it looks like it's going to be on the warm side with some sunshine, and hopefully both runners and spectators are staying hydrated. And we'll give you more of a detailed forecast on that marathon tomorrow on Action 2 News this morning. And then showers and thunderstorms will be more likely as we go into Monday and into Tuesday. Our highs will drop back into the 70s, and yes, that's a cooling trend, but I do think the humidity is going to be increasing as we go into Monday. And so the weekend will be warm, but not overly sticky, but I do expect Monday is going to be a little bit more uncomfortable. All right, let's get that guy off the screen there. There we go. So, yeah, it's like one of those situations where, just keep in touch with your family members, especially kids who, sometimes are not always paying attention to what the weather is doing. And to be fair, they're in class for several hours during the day. They may not be monitoring the radar like you are. And, obviously, whether we're talking about kids or adults, we all have to take the initiative, the responsibility to be weather ready. Later this morning, I am actually heading to a school talk. I'm going to a school in Neenah, and I'll be talking to some kids. And I always talk to kids, and I explain to them that even though you're in second grade or third grade or whatever, you guys are smart. You guys, you're aware of the weather, and we all need to be weather ready with our moms and dads. It's really important that we all do that as families, and we all watch out for each other. And so today's one of those days where we're watching out for you. We're watching out for your family, and that's why today is a first alert weather day. All right, I appreciate you watching our live stream, whether you're catching it on one of our apps or you're watching it on Roku or Facebook or YouTube. Lots of ways that you can watch us streaming, and we'll kind of go through the latest data, watch the radar, and give you updates all throughout the day. I'll have some more coming up on Action 2 News mid-morning at 9 o'clock, and then meteorologist Bo Fogel is in for me. He'll be in on Action 2 News at noon and at 4, and he'll give you the very latest on what's going on First Alert Viper Max. Thanks for watching our live stream. Have a great and safe Thursday.